You know what? I didn't believe they were going to succeed in having me banned in a free Western democracy. But hey, I gave too much credit to Jacinda Ardern's New Zealand. Jacinda Ardern, her government, her ministry have banned a journalist. A journalist, by the way, that has travelled the world on the same Australian passport. But for some reason, I'm not good enough to enter New Zealand. Guys, we're not taking this lying down. I need your help. We're fighting back. We've already got lawyers on the case appealing it. We're going to take this all the way to the top. We're not going to allow the mainstream media in New Zealand, one, to dictate and have the final say. We're going to make sure we tell the other side of the story in New Zealand, and we will fight all our way to do that. We will not let the Jacinda Ardern tyrannical government to stop journalists they don't like from travelling to New Zealand to tell the other side of the story. And I get it. I get why they're scared. They don't want anyone telling the other side of the story in New Zealand. The mainstream media has ran the government's narrative for 2 years now. I get it. I am the biggest threat to both the mainstream media and the Jacinda Ardern government. So obviously, when you think about it now, obviously, how silly was I to think that I could just walk in, check into a flight, and fly to New Zealand? Who cares that I've travelled the entire world as a journalist and never had a problem entering with my Australian passport, especially to New Zealand? But obviously, that I get it. They're scared. They're scared, and they should be scared, because we're not going to take it lying down. With your help at saveaviyemini.com, I'm going to fight back. I'm going to get into New Zealand. And I promise you this. The New Zealand Herald, the faceless person who didn't even put their name to the story, know this. I am going to get to New Zealand. I'm going to tell the other side of the story, whether you like it or not. And your friends in the Jacinda Ardern government, no, you will be exposed, because we will fight for New Zealand. I believe New Zealand is worth fighting for. I think that if New Zealand falls, Australia is next, and I'm not willing to let either fall. Guys, I need your help at saveaviyemini.com to fight back and to get into New Zealand and to show both the mainstream media and the government there that people power will win. Saveaviyemini.com. Avi Yemini for Rebel News at Melbourne Airport. The departures. Yes, I am here with my bags, just about to board a flight. But as I went to check in, I was banned from boarding the flight. My passport was flagged. The lovely ladies actually here at Qantas said she'd never seen this before. And after an hour on the phone to New Zealand immigration, I was told that I was not being allowed to board the flight to enter New Zealand because they'd read an article about me online that made them come to the conclusion that I am, as an Australian citizen, not of good enough character to enter New Zealand today. Now, this article over the weekend by the mainstream media, by the New Zealand Herald, to have me banned, an Australian citizen. Why? Because how dare I tell the other side of the story in New Zealand, a country that hasn't had fair and balanced media there for 2 years. We are appealing this and we are fighting. We are going to take this to the top court in New Zealand if we have to. But I need your help at saveaviyemini.com. I cannot afford to take this fight to the top without you. If you believe in the freedom of press, even in New Zealand, in fact, especially in New Zealand, please give what you can at saveaviyemini.com now. I'll keep you posted, and let's hope Rukshan makes it in to report on that protest. Otherwise, our reports from the grounds in New Zealand is going to only happen once I win that appeal. Thank you for your ongoing support. There is no way I could do any of this without your generosity. SaveAviYemini.com. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I read that article when it came out on Saturday, and I thought, what a joke. There is no way the government is going to try that on, but they did. And now we fight back. SaveAviYemini.com.